There is a moment quiet, almost invisible when life changes direction. Not when the money arrives, not when applause fills the room, but when a decision hardens into certainty. Most people never reach that moment. They drift, they hesitate, they negotiate with their potential. They keep every door half open and wonder why they never walk through any of them. Indecision is the most expensive habit a human being can form. It drains energy before action begins. It fractures focus before momentum is built. It keeps talent scattered and dreams unfinished. Definiteness is the opposite voice. It is clarity with backbone. It is purpose sharpened into a single point. When a person truly decides, the mind aligns, the world stabilizes, and the world responds. Napoleon Hill observed this pattern in every extraordinary life he studied. The men who built empires, moved industries, and ordered history did not possess superior luck. They possessed a fixed aim. Once chosen, they pursued it with a refusal to retreat. Definiteness turns desire into command. Look at Thomas Edison. He didn't wish to invent the light. He decided to. 10,000 attempts were not failures. They were simply steps along a path already chosen. When a man decides once, every obstacle becomes temporary. Contrast that with the average level of talent, loaded with potential, but scattered across 1,000 maybes. Maybe next year, maybe when conditions improve, maybe when confidence arrives. But confidence does not arrive before decision. It is born from it. The mind cannot serve to masters. When your aim is unclear, fear fills the vacuum. When your purpose is vague, distraction takes over. But the moment your goal becomes definite, noise fades. Energy consolidates. Discipline stops feeling like push and starts feeling like alignment. Carnegie decided he would dominate the steel industry. Not try, not explore, decide. Every partnership, every risk, every sacrifice flowed from that clarity. Wealth followed not because he chased money but because he committed to mastery. Definiteness is not stubbornness. It is intelligent commitment. It allows for adjustment in method, but never retreat in purpose. Those who decide once do not ask the world for permission. They do not wait for approval. They do not dilute their vision to make others comfortable. They move, decide what you are building, decide what you stand for, decide what you will no longer tolerate. A life without firm decisions becomes a playground for circumstance. A life with definiteness becomes a force of direction. Once the decision is made, discipline finds meaning. Early mornings stop being sacrifices and start being investments. Repetition stops feeling boring and starts feeling inevitable. Action compounds because it is no longer questioned. This is the hidden power. When the mind is no longer debating, it can execute fully. Walt Disney carried a clear vision through bankruptcy, ridicule, and rejection. Others saw cartoons. He saw worlds. The difference was not imagination, it was decisiveness. He refused to abandon the picture he carried in his mind, no matter how long reality took to catch up. Definiteness sharpens belief. Belief strengthens action. Action creates results. Results reinforce belief. This is the loop that builds destinies. But indecision breaks it. Every time you delay a decision, you teach your mind to doubt itself. Every time you avoid commitment, you weaken your authority over your own life. The world senses this. Opportunities pass by those who hesitate, not because they are unworthy, but because they are unprepared. Decide one shot and the game changes. Your energy stops leaking. Your time gains direction. Your identity solidifies. You are no longer someone considering a future. You are someone building one. And once that shift happens, winning is no longer occasional. It becomes permanent. Once a decision is made, something subtle but profound begins to happen inside you. The inner noise quiets. The endless mental arguments fade. The mind, relieved from constant debate, finally channels its energy forward. What once felt heavy now feels focused. What once felt confusing now feels simple. This is the unseen reward of definiteness. Most people underestimate how much energy they waste on uncertainty. They revisit the same choices again and again, hoping for a different emotional outcome. But indecision does not protect you from failure, it only guarantees stagnation. Life does not punish mistakes as harshly as it punishes delay. Definite purpose creates a spine inside the soul. When you know where you are going, obstacles stop feeling personal. Criticism loses its sting. Rejection becomes information, not identity. You stop needing validation because your direction validates you. The opinions of others shrink in importance when you're wrong. Conviction grows strong enough to lead. Henry Ford faced ridicule for insisting that ordinary people could afford automobiles. Experts mocked him. Financiers doubted him. But he had already decided. Once that decision was made, doubt became irrelevant. He adjusted methods, refined processes, learned relentlessly, but the destination never changed. This is how momentum is born. Momentum does not come from speed. It comes from certainty. A slow walk in the right direction will always defeat frantic movement with no aim. Definiteness makes even small actions powerful because they are consistent. Consistency compounds. Discipline thrives in this environment. Not the harsh, joyless discipline people fear, but the quiet, self-directed discipline of someone who knows what matters. You no longer need external motivation when your internal compass is set. You act because not acting feels wrong. This is why mornings matter. The first decision of the day sets the tone for all others. When you wake with clarity, you carry authority into your arms. You don't wait to feel inspired to move because the decision was already made. Over time, your habits become evidence of your commitment. Gratitude deepens this process. It keeps definiteness from turning into arrogance. It grounds ambition in appreciation. Gratitude reminds you that the path itself is a privilege. When you are thankful for progress, even imperfect progress, you protect your belief from erosion. And adaptability is not weakness. It is intelligence in motion. The definite individual does not cling to failing strategies. They cling to purpose. Methods evolve, skills sharpen, perspective expands, but the aim remains steady. Abraham Lincoln adapted constantly. He changed tactics, advices, and approaches, but never his commitment to unity and justice. His definiteness allowed him to endure storms that would have crushed a lesser conviction. Resilience is the test of decision. Anyone can decide when conditions are favorable. Few can remain decided when comfort disappears. But resilience is not dramatic. It is quiet. It is showing up again after disappointment. It is continuing when applause fades. It is holding the line when doubt returns for one last negotiation. Learning feeds resilience. The decided mind becomes a student for life. It studies failure without shame. It seeks mentors without ego. It understands that growth is not optional, it is required. Every lesson learned strengthens the foundation beneath the decision. And then, almost without warning, something shifts. The world begins to respond differently. Opportunities align. People recognize your certainty. Doors open not because you knocked louder, but because you arrived prepared. Your presence carries weight because your direction is clear. This is not magic. It is cause and effect. Decide once and every day after that becomes reinforcement. Your identity solidifies. You are no longer experimenting with life. You are executing a vision. You stop asking who you might become and start proving who you already decided to be. And in that state, winning is no longer dependent on circumstances. It is built into the choice itself.